All right. Okay, so we're online this time. Thank you for joining us. We're here for a little bit. We just started streaming, but you didn't miss anything. We did a reset, so don't worry. Okay, so again, I'm your host Yuichi. You can follow me at InstallBase. You can also follow me at twitch.tv/InstallBase. And we have a very special guest, Charles.
Nice to meet you.
Producer of, what game are we looking at today?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist.
Right. So Charles was, if you've been a long-time fan of the stream, Charles has been on here before.
A few times, yeah.
And then he sort of just disappeared. We used to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels Mondays, and he disappeared. And I made mention that he was very, very busy.
I finally get to show off what I've been dying to show, what I've been working on. And
for
why
such a long time, yeah. So we're very happy to show you this new sneak peek. So quick disclaimer: this game is being released on PS4 and Xbox One, correct?
Yep.
We don't usually stream off of PS4, so there may be some audio issues. Please let us know if you're running across any kind of audio issue at all. Let's see. We are doing giveaways this stream, so please pay attention. Special shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Business. They gave us some stuff to
give. Some cool stuff to give away.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Unfortunately, only available to U.S. and people from Canada, except for Quebec. Unfortunately. So if you're from the U.S. and Canada, outside of Quebec, you're eligible for these giveaways. Is there anything?
Will there be a physical release? This is digital only. So.
Okay, digital only release. And okay, so is there anything else that we should cover before we get started?
No, I mean we'll get right on to it. But
okay.
If you have any questions, if you type it into the chat, and I'll be busy playing, but I'm sure you'll relay some of the questions my way. But yeah, it's the first question I saw. Will it be digital or physical? It'll be strictly digital on PSN and the Xbox Store.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get right into the game.
Cool.
Just click on here.
So let me go straight into the campaign mode here. And one of the things people have asked for in Millennium Duels, we went through all the different characters that you meet in all the different Yu-Gi-Oh! But you can see here, we have the different TV shows. But what's new about this one is we actually get to follow the entire storyline. A shortened version, but you do the entire version of all the seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, very cool. Because the last time in Millennium Duels, it was just sort of simulated battles that follow the story. But this one actually has, it looks like cutscenes and
right. So we actually have a new robot. Last one was called Informate. Now we have Infinite.
Oh, nice.
He'll be our historian who takes us through the different timelines, all the different Yu-Gi-Oh! Timelines. So,
very cool.
So we go in here. Yugi's
cool.
talking to his grandpa, and he goes, "Hey, show me this card." I'm going to zip through this a little quickly. This cutscene's a little long.
Okay.
But and of course, his grandpa has his favorite card, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and normal. Do we win DP or duels or wins random cards? I'll show you. Hopefully I'll win this duel.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's hope.
But then I'll explain that right after. And of course, Seto Kaiba's like, give me that card. And of course, Grandpa's not going to do that. So here we go. And of course,
Infinite is like reading me a bedtime story.
Kind of. he definitely gets around some of the narrative.
Yeah, very cool.
He'll explain. He also goes into the transitions of these scenes. So, well, the Steel Orichalcos, it will be in this game. It would actually the current card list goes up to Secret Forces. So, if you're familiar with the physical card game, that will give you a kind of a gist of how many cards are in this game. All right. So Kaiba's being a jerk. So
Oh, Kaiba.
We gotta teach him a lesson. Well, actually, Grandpa asked, show him the heart of the cards, as we put it. And
oh, look at that serious mode.
Right. Of course, that's Yami Yugi. And so the one new thing we also have is you can make your own deck and play through the entire storyline with your own deck.
Okay, very cool. So,
but you can actually each story mode actually comes with its own story mode deck, which matches a lot of what that main character had at that time. So
that's very cool. Yeah.
So we're trying to simulate as much of that show as for Exodia. Okay, well I'm gonna try. I can't guarantee it, but I will try to Exodia my way to a win. But yeah, that's something actually a lot of fans have asked for as well. They want to recreate a lot of those duels that they had before. Oh gosh, I got no Exodia cards in my hand right off the bat.
Off to a great start.
Off to a
technical issues right at the beginning of the stream, and you didn't get any of the
Watch me do it.
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
I usually successfully at least win this duel. I see some screen tearing here, but
yes. Again, just we are streaming off of new streaming system because it's PS4, so there might be screen tearing. That is not part of the game. That's because of the equipment that we have.
But let's see. Oh gosh. Well, if you guys know your old school cards, these will actually be pretty familiar. These are Rude Kaiser. All these monsters are straight from the show. So Yami Yugi did have these cards. Let's see if I could win nonetheless. There are some additions I added to make it Sword Stalker. Let's shut you down for now. Let's stall as long as possible. And let's see. At least he hasn't brought out his blue eyes yet, which he quite possibly can. Let me hold off some of these cards too. So I'm trying to play and read the commentary at the same time.
Reliving my childhood.
Right. But
I'll try and keep you. I'll try and give you, you know, the what people are saying in chat there.
I have a feeling that maybe I should have put the Celtic Guardian down, but yikes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm still okay.
So this game looks like it's
one piece. We got one. So we're good to go for now. Let me. Now, do I swords and get myself to Rude Kaiser myself? Let me. Is it on console only? Yes. Currently, interesting. Is there monster animations? There are. I am not sure if I'll show it during the sneak peek or not, but we will see.
We will see. We will see.
It may come up regardless of whether.
Just stay tuned. We're on for basically 2 hours, so if you can stay tuned, maybe we can see something cool.
All right, so maybe I could bring Gaia out. All right. Okay, let me see here. We got that. Okay, let's do it. I probably shouldn't have done that. I could have. When he brings out Blue Eyes, I could have probably stolen it, but I'm going to try to win by Exodia, so I'm going to try to will down my opponent's monsters as much as possible, but, negate attack. He's ready for it.
Well, so, will there be any transfer of cards from the previous games, or...?
Right. The one thing is, we do still follow the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules.
Okay.
I know when this battle actually happens... Ooh, I got another piece of Exodia. Alright, we're almost there. 3 more pieces to go. But,
3 more pieces!
They didn't have to... Yeah, they didn't have to actually tribute any of these high-level monsters. They just played them.
Yeah.
So, there's a few small differences, such as that. But... we do try to keep the spirit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Going in this game. So you'll see a lot of the decks are pretty familiar. You will see Mako Tsunami and maybe I shouldn't give that away. Maybe I should just show that later.
Yeah, let's.
All right, hardly
let's
underdog.
keep some surprises.
Okay.
There.
We'll see if chat wants to see that duel.
Ban list will be updated.
It's to January 2015. That's when Secret Forces was under January 2014 Forbidden Limited List.
Okay.
So we match with the cards that you have. Oh boy. Okay, here's the blue eyes.
Well, this is...
This got real.
This got
real fast.
really fast.
So,
oh, nice.
Okay, he's played one thing on me. Alright. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
And you're doing really well. You got this. You got only 3 pieces left to go.
No, but, so, hard to underdog. If I draw a normal monster, I could draw another card. So, this is not too bad. You know what? Let me clear the board.
Dark hole. For the win.
So, let's get rid of that. I'm not going to last another shot by blue eyes, so let me clear the board here. And I'm going to keep on stalling until I can get all my pieces of Exodia. Oh, he did not bring out another monster. Good times. Alright. I got...
The 3rd piece?
Yeah, that's 3rd. I got to get the legs. Just get the legs. Not bad, so... Make sure this is what I think it is. Yep, it's my Sengen. So I can Food Kaiser it. I tribute this, and that'll get me a leg. Should get me a leg. So when Sengen goes to graveyard, I could search my deck for a monster, and I'll grab myself a leg. I'm almost there. Yeah. So.
Nice.
Okay. In terms of the Forbidden Limited list is strictly for ranked online battles. So if you want to play against your friends, or even in the story mode, play whatever you like. Mm. Because also the TV show does a lot of, I don't want to say uses forbidden cards, but they use a lot of forbidden cards. So,
you don't want to say it, but you're going to say it anyway.
Right, and the whole theme of this one is to try to be as close to the actual TV show.
Right. I mean, yeah, because that's the whole adventure, right? You're going through the story,
right.
And all the cards that they showed in the anime, manga, stuff like that. They're there, right? They're just going to be there.
Yeah, 3 Raigeki. Yep, you can do that. But once again, ooh, crush card. Let me get rid of these. I don't need these. But one more leg to go.
Where is that leg?
Yeah, or even ooh, that'll do it. Come get me.
What can we say about when this is coming out?
Summer 2015. So we're already in the summer. You could expect it to be coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yes. So he destroys my Sengen, and I go searching for
a leg.
My leg. Yes. And you get a special trophy for winning legs.
Nice. Is that because that's how it happened
in the TV show?
Yeah.
So in the TV show, Cairo brings out actually not just 1 blue eyes, but he actually brings out 3 blue eyes. He brought out 1 in this match.
Yeah.
And Yugi says, check it out, I got the 5 pieces of Exodia, I win. So we're doing a lot of, not just, telling the story, we actually want you guys to, people to feel how that duels went. And,
very cool.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Exodia animation was something we wanted to put in, we did run out of time. But, yeah, that's definitely something in the future I would definitely want to add in.
Is there something that you can say about the number of cards in this? Can you say, like, over this many cards are in this?
Oh, shoot. I didn't show you the ending of that.
Okay.
Because I went a little too fast.
It's okay.
6,691 cards. So last time we were at 6,000. We added almost 700 cards since then.
So it is a little bit unrealistic to have animations for every single one of those cards.
Especially like we concentrated a lot on things that happen a lot.
Right.
Summons, tribute summons, XCs, pendulums, things like along those lines. We definitely put in a lot of effort into that. A little bit less on a card per card basis.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Will we have patches or DLC? So I guess I could talk a little bit about the DLC you'll see. Far less than we had in Millennium Duels. I know there was a lot in Millennium Duels. We want to make sure like it's a much more compact game.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do was you'll see in like GX and 5Ds. In America, the GX storyline actually ends at like U-Bell. If people follow the GX storyline. Same thing with 5Ds. Both of the shows ended a little earlier, and it had its own ending. So, but in Japan or in some other countries, there were extra endings. There was a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
That America's never seen. So we were talking about this with a lot of the people at 4K Media, and we're like, do you want it to keep it like the American version, or should we go more towards like the Japanese version? And we decided to compromise and go with both. So when you download the game for the first time, you'll get the entire storyline of all of GX, and then that little ending that came later, we put it as DLC instead.
Oh,
and then, so as like an alternate history kind of thing. So Informate's more like, oh yeah, you know, or Infinite's more like, oh, it's a little something. Hey, look, there's this extra story.
We found this in we found this in Japan.
This little alternate history. Okay. So that's why the robot's kind of there too, to be like, oh, you know, these timeline histories are a little bit more vague.
Okay.
So so we decided to put that as DLC. So and Arc 5 is still going on. So we would love to, if we had the chance, we would love to tell more and more of Arc 5 as well. So definitely something we would like to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, the US version will have the US storyline is what we kind of based it on, and some of the DLC are like more side stories or alternate ending type stuff.
Okay, very cool. People want to know, how do you get the these cards? Like, what are the ways that you can get some of the 6,600
you know, cards? I usually don't do this during a stream, but I'm going to cheat.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cheaters never prosper.
This cheat is not in the actual store. Just to let you know, this cheat is not in the actual game. This is a debug cheat thing. Okay, so
I can forcibly turn their heads away and just close up.
Tag Force 7 or Tag Force Special for Vita is made in Japan, so please, I'll let them know that you guys want it, but at the same time, I don't have control over like where it gets released.
Instead of showing them the cheat, we can actually show some of the giveaways now if you want to do that while you're doing it.
Yeah, if you turn away from the camera for just a sec.
Okay, so we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be on us. I do want to show you some of the stuff that will be on sale.
Okay, for Comic-Con?
For Comic-Con. So let me just show you this.
Quick aside. Okay.
Yeah. So let me see if I can get it. All right. So these are the
chibi mats.
Chibi mats.
So
we can't actually open these, but you can kind of
So I'm not sure if that kind of shows, but there's a little picture of the chibi mat there, or chibi Yugi, and it's a mat.
Yep.
There's one for Yugi, Joey, and Seto Kaiba. We'll be selling these at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
I gave away the answer to my question that I was going to ask.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to come up with another question later.
But you know, if people weren't paying attention, we'll hopefully that'll be our first question.
We'll take a look at some of these other ones too.
Right. But the first giveaway is this one right here. Well, we will be giving
this
for those who can't make it to Comic-Con. Their first giveaway is this chibi mat.
Okay.
For
Very cool.
Yuki. So the question, first one to type it in chat.
Yeah. So what you guys want to do is. a second. So what you want to do is direct message our stream at Konami.
And the thing about Comic-Con, this particular demo will also be at Comic-Con. So if you have a chance to go, check out the game.
Okay, it's not loading. That's great.
Did we just kill a chat?
I think so. Okay, so if you guys are still with us, just direct message us here on Twitch. Don't message us on Facebook. Don't message us on Twitter for this one. This is directly on Twitch. Just direct message us. Yeah, U.S. and Canada only. And the first question is?
Where is this week's Comic-Con held?
Where is this week's Comic-Con held? Well, spelling...
Just the city.
Spelling counts. Spelling counts. First one to spell it correctly gets that prize.
So yeah, once again, if you have a chance to go to Comic-Con, come by the Konami booth and you will be able to check out this game here. Oh, there we go. You got it.
You have to you gotta direct message me. Not in chat, because I can't go back in chat. Yeah. You have to direct message. No, direct message, guys. Okay. Well, anyways, so are we at a point where we can go back? So let's get back into the game here.
So Yami Yugi has beaten Kaiba, and of course there's Pegasus. Like, here's of this unknown duelist that has beaten the great Seto Kaiba, and he's hiding in wings. So more things get unlocked here, but this is my second playthrough.
Yeah.
But modes and things get unlocked. But once you get is duel points. So instead of just random cards, you will get duel points.
Okay.
And you could use these to purchase packs, like digital.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Cool.
And the other thing is, once you beat him for the first time, you actually get Blue Eyes White Dragon. You get the signature card, and you get 3 extra cards from his deck.
Okay.
So one of the things people have talked about in Millennium Duels was that it was hard to get all the cards, especially if there's a particular deck you wanted.
Yeah.
So if you wanted Kaiba's deck, if you beat him, you get 3 cards from his deck every single time you beat him. So you could, I don't want to say farm, but you could beat him over and over again, and you could keep on getting more and more cards.
Plus, you're also getting duel points every time.
Right.
So you're also getting the currency to purchase other packs as well.
Oh, okay. You can't message you, as they say.
Yes, you...
So yeah, we're back to the booster pack model. However, one of the things I'll show you here is card shop. So what we had before was like a lot of more of the newer players didn't know what cards were in secret forces or things like that. So it got a little confusing. They didn't know where to, and there are a lot of the, let's say, Bujin cards and stuff were spread across multiple packs. So if you want, like, let's say Harpies, you just pick my Valentine. She has Amazonas packs and whatnot too, but you'll start to accumulate, like you'll see right here, an Amazonas card, a Harpy card. Those are all concentrated, all under my Valentine.
So you can focus.
Right.
You can focus purchase.
Right.
Which is excellent.
So on top of beating the player to get their cards, you can also buy the particular purchase from a particular pack. And each duel you get about enough points to get about 3 packs per win. So we increased it from about 1. We tripled the amount of cards you get per win. On top of that, we concentrated the number.
This is really convenient because, say, even if you had a card game that had 500 cards,
right?
If you had 1 card left, that's a 1 in 500 chance of getting that, which is really small.
Right.
So if you have 6,690 cards,
it's gotten a little bit unwieldy.
Yeah. So this is very convenient. Right. It makes perfect sense. You have focused pack buying, so it's not as frustrating later on. I think.
Right.
When you're
we wanted
completing your set.
The players to make the decks they want as quickly as possible.
Right.
So not only from playing against that player or that AI opponent, and then the packs, and then increasing, like tripling the number of points that you get, you'll build a good deck pretty quickly, a lot faster.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Online game modes. We'll get into more of that, but is it possible to get earlier PSP games on PSN? That's actually not my field. I would love to see those though. I know some of them have been like being posted up on PlayStation Network, so I'll definitely let them know. Do you get dual points for online matches? You get dual points for pretty much anything at this point. Will there be riding duels? Unfortunately, not.
Like a mini game or something.
Yeah, I mean it's referenced in 5Ds, but we don't quite do speed duels and action duels like we do in Arc 5.
So when does this game come out? We talked about that earlier. This summer.
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, Vin Diesel. Oh man. Oh, I feel like I should have brought Vince into this.
Yeah, that would have been
that
fantastic.
Was the best stream, the first stream I've ever seen.
Fiendish chaining himself. Yeah. Let's see.
And just to let people know, there's a few cards in DLC, but like all the top tier stuff, Necro, Shadal's, Burning Abyss, those are all in the base game. So you don't have to buy DLC to get those. Those are all in there. Almost everything you could. Six Samurais, there's a Six Samurai fan in our group. So those are all in there. Where the characters have voices. Fortunately, we couldn't get voices in there.
Also, for those of you that are on mobile that can't direct message me for the giveaways, we are doing a giveaway. This goes to everyone out there. We are doing a giveaway that is via Twitter. So you can just send out a hashtag that we'll be giving out later, and you'll be eligible for a prize. But that's fair warning. So if you guys are watching the stream, don't have Twitter, you can sign up right now, make an account, follow @Konami, and then just be ready for that later. We'll tally winners at the end.
Bought cars, 5Ds and Millennium. Unfortunately, we were not able to carry over. That's something we really wanted to do was from 5Ds to Millennium Duels. It was on the same system, and we wanted to let them be able to carry over. We did actually do a lot of research in trying to get those purchases over to this game.
Yeah. But
unfortunately, we couldn't. But the main thing we did was we made tons and tons of cards available right from the base game and make you get those cards as quickly as possible, as I mentioned before. So
So it's kind of an unfortunate thing when you move from platform to platform. There might not be a compatibility there. Certainly I know Charles has tried, as he mentioned, to make things as convenient for the fan base as possible. But it looks like you guys got around that with your dual points and the system you have here.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot faster than it was in 5Ds. And
hopefully you guys will be playing it so much that you'll be able to get quite the collection.
Yeah, but we did definitely look into it. Yeah, that's something I did want to do.
It's just an unfortunate thing that happens. Yeah. Yes, all giveaways, unfortunately, are U.S. and Canada. Outside, and Quebec is not included. Sorry if you're from there. That sort of, you are Konami US, and that's our region, and that's what we can do. I know we're speaking to the world right now, but I'm glad you're here with us, and unfortunately you're not eligible for our giveaway.
Cool. Another thing I wanted to show off is we do have quite a few players that enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh, but there's so many cards now.
Okay, that's where I'm at.
Right.
So you're talking to me directly here.
And people have had trouble making decks. There's a lot of new cards, a lot of new rules.
Right.
How do I even put something like that together?
Right.
And so what we did was we revamped the deck editor, and not only do we have structure decks. Let me actually go into here real quick. We made a whole bunch more decks, but we actually started you off with not just one structure deck, the basic deck that people didn't quite like in Millennium Duels, but we actually made 5 of them. One that focuses on fusioning, one that focuses on synchro summons, XC summons, and now pendulum summons. And they're a lot more powerful than we started off with. The way we adjusted the difficulty is the story mode deck. The story mode deck is a little bit let's say, older.
Right, yeah.
So they're a little bit, but if those are tough, you could just grab the structure decks. Structure decks are pretty strong now, and I don't want to say make the game easier. It does get more difficult, but it's a better starting point.
Okay.
And they'll teach you how to do any of the new summons if you're not familiar with the new pendulum summon. There'll be a simplified pendulum summon that's still pretty strong, but it'll go over the rules a little bit more simply.
Okay.
But back to deck building.
But before you move on to deck building,
okay.
I just want to say, because I'm still very new to the Yu-Gi-Oh series, and if you are new and you're interested in this game and you can't wait for it to come out and we can't tell you exactly what date, you can download Dual Generations right now on your tablet.
That's true.
And on Android, iPhone, or iOS and Android phones, or tablets, right? Tablets. And it's free, so you can kind of, without paying for actual physical cards, you can actually kind of learn. This is kind of what I've been doing. You can kind of learn the rules for free, get to know the cards a little bit, and when this game comes out, you'll be farther off. You would be better off.
Yeah, I'll come back to this deck editor real quick, but just to follow that point, we will be have demos that it will be downloadable, or at least we're working on a demo. And what you'll get is the first duel.
Oh, okay.
And each of these
Very
first
cool.
duels has a little bit of story. I'm going to skip this one. I don't want to show off too much, but each one of these starts off with a tutorial. You can skip these tutorials, but this will teach you how to fusion summon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So they'll go in step by step on how to fusion summon. And let me exit out of this. 5D starts with how to synchro summon. The Zexal 1 will start with how to XC summon, and the Arc 5 1 will show you how to pendulum summon.
Oh, very
so
cool.
there will be we created, they're only about 2 or 3 turns, but a real quick tutorial on how to do these new summons.
Okay, very cool.
And that's also, once we get the trial version going, it'll be a free to play, free to download the trial, and you could try out the tutorial as well.
Let's see. Is this coming to Europe? Is that?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Let's see.
Will we change the limited forbidden limited list? If we add more cards, we would definitely update the forbidden list to match with the current cards that go in.
Okay.
So if we put in all the cards that are up to now, we would have the April 2015. That's our current forbidden limited list. If we have it later on, it will be more updated. So we'll match it with the cards release.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of people want it for PC. Definitely should write that down. Just letting people know that right now it's console only, but yeah, if that's what people want, definitely
if there's
into
demand,
it.
yeah, we'll definitely look into it. So please voice your.
From Millennium Duels, a lot of people ask, can you bring out something for PS4 and Xbox One? And I wrote that down. People wanted on Xbox One. That went straight to work.
Charles crawled into his cave, and I never saw him. He's been working very hard, and yeah, finally we're happy to show what you've been working on, because people have been asking about you, where's Charles? When are we going to do a new Yu-Gi-Oh? And I can't play this. I'm going to be chaining myself.
In this game, by the way.
Yeah.
It is in this game. So
so back to, is it deck building? Are we
right? So I quickly made this Utopia deck really quickly. Several right before you grabbed this PS4.
Mm-hmm. Just stole it from you.
What the interesting thing is, when you have something like, let's see here, Utopic Dragon. So it tells you you need a rank up magic spell and a Utopia monster. And searching for that will take some time, but we created a thing called Smart Searching. And here you go, all the rank up magics and all the Utopia monsters. Right there in one button press.
So wait, let me get this straight. You just
sorry, I'm not ignoring you. It's hard to read both at the same time.
So you just
yeah.
You just basically can go to any card, press a button, and it'll tell you what it might be related to.
Right, like Gaga cards.
Yeah.
I have a Gaga magician highlighted.
Right.
Press the R1 button, and here's actually monsters that change monster level. Here's the Gaga cards down here.
So it's not just Gaga cards; it's pulling up cards that might also help it.
Correct.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, like ZW once again needs Utopia cards. Brings up Utopia monsters, ZW monsters, etc.
Smart Search is kind of awesome. Yes.
Yeah, like once again, there is a Vita game that came out in Japan. It's called Tag Force Special. Unfortunately, I'm not in charge of games made by that group.
Oh, okay.
But I wrote down that I'll let them know that there's an American base that definitely wants it for Vita. So hopefully, I'm not in charge of that, unfortunately. If it was up to me, I would just bring out everything. But,
yeah.
But yeah, I'll let them know. Yeah, the more people that write and say, "Hey, bring it out to U.S.," it might help. So.
Also, a little bit of a pointer. If you say, I love Yu-Gi-Oh and would love to see this game on this platform, that is the best way to do it.
Right.
If you say, if you don't bring this out on Vita, I will never purchase another Yu-Gi-Oh game again. that doesn't really go too well. Yeah, that doesn't go up the chain. That doesn't get passed because that's, you gotta be a little bit more positive about it.
I am in charge of more the PS3, more the console side. So this is what I can, I've been working on console. Yeah. So it's not my lack of not wanting it on other systems.
Right. So Charles here is
just not in charge.
We have we have so Yu-Gi-Oh is very important here, especially at the U.S. office, and there's a card business specific person, and then there's Charles who does stuff on console, and there's someone who's managing the tablet and stuff like that, the dual generations. So yeah,
wow, a lot of tag duels, battle royal duels. We're actually we're looking at launch when we don't quite have tag duels. Unfortunately, we had to, but we are looking into that in tag duels as well. But one more cool thing. So I was working on. I just made this Light Sworn deck. It's only one card, but cool things you can do is, you know what? I just want another Judgment Dragon. Just give me one more. All right. You know what? Give me three. Where is? And then you're like, oh, where is that in my trunk? Well, I just go to Finding Trunk, and it'll take you straight to Judgment Dragon. And you're like, okay, great, Judgment Dragon, but I need Light Sworns. So you can do a Smart Search straight from the trunk as well, and it gives you all the Light Sworns.
This is amazing. I need my life to be this organized.
And I'm just gonna add a bunch here. We could edit this later, and so it brings up all the different Light Sworns. Even gives you things that will help light monsters like Honest. Those they go pretty well in a Light Sworn deck.
This is really amazing.
Yeah, so you can do this, and then go back to, now it's filled with all these Light Sworn monsters, and once again you could go from here back to another, back to the relationships. But then, and we also put in things that let you scroll faster. So let's say I want Book of Moon B. Search by letter, and scroll.
See, this is kind of like what you need to do when you have 6,000 cards.
Right.
It's gotten so convenient and so smart.
Let me get a Book of Moon here. Put one of those in there. But yeah, so we put in a lot of work into making. Let me get a Mystical Space Typhoon in here. But we could even fast scroll. Yeah.
Thank God you guys made it easy to find cards in the trunk. Yes, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it for you guys, definitely.
Yeah, let's say, we're like, the one thing I actually fall a lot for is just adding one more. There's a lot of times you just get rid of these, and you're like, oh, I made a mistake. Let me undo that. Let me put that back. And then you're like, especially Light Sworns, they're not in alphabetical order.
Right.
So it helps to be able to find where it is.
That's very cool.
And go back.
By the way, guys, I've seen the Excel sheet that has all of these things pointing at each other. Every card. It is just craziness.
Took me over 2 months.
Yeah, it's like you were just living and breathing every card and every feature and like everything. So I think Lassimus asked the question: is there cross-region play, online play?
Yes.
Yes, there is. So you can play people in other regions, which is really exciting.
So I hope we're really happy about the new deck editor. I know that it was one of the big complaints about Millennium Duels and Decade Duels. Those were made for a reason, and it served its purpose. But now that we're at like more than 6,000 cards, we needed something new. And once again, the other thing was to help players who just started out, and they might have gone Judgment Dragon. Wow, that looks so powerful. I don't know how to make a Lightsworn deck, and we tried to give it one button press away from putting it together.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
Online servers more stable. From our testing, it's been better. Once it's actually released, we'll reevaluate how it goes. But from what I can tell, it's been better. So fingers crossed. But we will be keeping an eye on it.
Anything else? Will this game have special challenges too, or something that is there for a limited time?
Not for a limited time. We want it to be. I don't want to say timeless, but the one thing I don't particularly, on a personal standpoint, like if something's there and you weren't there, you missed it, it's gone forever. I want people to be able to come back at any time years later, or they pick it up years later and still say, "Wow, this is still what it is."
Yeah.
So I didn't want to make, but speaking of special challenges, one thing that does come back from Millennium Duels is Duelist challenges.
All right.
And once again, we pushed the hard mode decks to over here, and they've all been updated. That's all I gotta say about that.
And are they gonna make you cry?
I would like to see some people cry. That's my goal. It's called a challenge.
You crafted these decks yourself? Like in Millennium Duels, you crafted a large, almost all of them, right?
Yeah.
So personally, you of course want people to suffer a little bit because these are supposed to be challenging.
Yeah. So the challenges is where I decide to just go crazy.
Okay.
And just go make it hard. But the campaign, my goal isn't to make it hard as much as it is to make you, like, if you've seen that show, you'll be like, oh, I remember that card. Yeah. Oh, I remember playing with these cards. I remember them playing that card.
Right.
Trying to mimic that as much best as possible. And you do tend to tweak a few things here and there just so that...
you can make your own decks, right?
Yeah, a lot of those situations might just kind of pop up a little bit more often. Like, Mako Tsunami has a Umi. I made it as, probability as high as possible that he gets Umi out. And if you remember how maybe I should play that duel. Maybe it's time for a giveaway. Yeah,
that's a good point. Let's do another giveaway.
Is there a chance for us to see the full 3D models of monster cards? So we, if you were early in the show, they did show off Blue Eyes. There are much more than that, but there are thousands of monsters now. So unfortunately, we can't do every monster.
And this is the lights one, right?
So Yuchi, they're asking, how do you know who won the giveaway?
So next week, sorry, not next week. Tomorrow, something like that. I'll look at the direct messages that we got and the tweets that are out there.
So tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not going to be during this stream. Is basically what I'm saying. So this is the Lightsworn one, right?
Is Yugi and Atem two different people? Well, if you saw the ending of Yu-Gi-Oh, you might get a clear idea. Like the very last duel, I probably gave away too much. I already said too much.
All right, shh. It's secrets. Okay, so Is this the appropriate one? Is this Lights?
Yeah, this is Lightsworn.
So
I made a Lightsworn deck.
We just made a Lightsworn deck,
we will give away a... Can you see?
You can bring it a little bit closer. Yeah.
Lightsworn
I'll actually bring it right up there so we can look at it.
Yeah, transitions. Alright.
Yeah. So there you go. You guys can see that. Yep. So we're giving away this mat. Do you have a question?
I do have a question. How do they do this in the stream?
So yes, this is again with the stream. Again, U.S. and Canada only. Sorry, people in Quebec, you're not included in that. But you guys can. Let's just give that a little bit of time. So this is the Lightsworn. Go ahead and click on Konami there. Direct message us. Don't put it in chat. That's not going to help you because I can't go back and look at chat after this is all done. So yeah, go ahead and give your next question.
So, for people who have paid attention to that first duel, what is the attack value of Blue Eyes White Dragon? I'm sure some of you guys will know that right off the bat.
You guys paying attention? Attack value of Blue Eyes White Dragon. First person to...
Remember, not in the chat.
Not in the chat.
Message Konami.
Yeah. There you go. So this will be for...
Is there a penalty for rage quitters? The one good thing is there is no... oh, yeah, sent. Good answers. But
yeah.
Once again, remember, message Konami. Is there a penalty for rage quitters? The one thing was people were denied wins for people rage quitting in the previous game. We decided instead of denying people, you get the win if you if someone disconnects against you, and play to the end, and you might actually benefit a little bit just even if you lose. So instead of like punishing rage quitters,
instead of the stick, you go like
here's a carrot.
If you just finish it, you'll still get a little bit of a carrot.
Right. So
not as big a carrot as the winner, but you get a organic small carrot.
In other words, stick with it.
Right.
But if someone rage quits on you, that's okay. You still get the win. Cool. And let's see.
Okay, so what is the next thing that you wanted to show us here? We're gonna do another match, or
well, I'll show. Since we're showing off different features, next feature I showed off is now Battle Pack. This is new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist. Mm-hmm. It's not in any other Yu-Gi-Oh! Game so far.
Oh, cool.
And we have both sealed play and draft play up to Battle Pack 2. And to show off a little bit of what that looks like.
It's very exciting.
Right. You play sealed. It does cost dual points to participate.
Right.
But off the bat, it will populate, and it's based very much on the actual. We went through a lot of their displays, and we the card the distribution of the packs.
Yeah.
We went through that, so it's fairly close to the different the pack distribution that's in the actual real game.
Okay.
So here we go, and let me put some of these aside. I'm just going to do these at random really quick, but you could get it down to 40 cards. And for those in Europe, you can play in EU mode. This is available in both US and Europe, but you can play in 30 card mode as well. So for US battle pack rules, it's 40 card minimum. European rules is 30 card minimum. You can do both.
Oh, okay.
And once you do that, you can actually play against the AI. AI will actually have their own decks as well, or you can take it online as well. So, that's one of the new things we added to this game. And yeah, first for Legacy for Yu-Gi-Oh, and definitely.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah. Right. So, and what you can see here is you're going to try for 5 wins. Mm-hmm. If you lose 3 times, you'll be immediately kicked out.
Okay.
But if you get all 5 wins, you get to keep the cards. And well, you get to keep the cards regardless.
Yeah.
But we will rank you a little bit.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah, that's very cool.
why did it say 5 duels remaining? So after 5 duels, you'll get your ranking, and then it'll abandon that pack, and you gotta go again. So even if you get the greatest packs that you've ever opened.
Oh, so you're definitely testing the skills.
Right, you can't sit on it for ever.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, this pack will never lose. You got 5 wins. You're going to get 5 wins out of it. And then you keep on going.
That's very interesting. I like that. Because it's totally probable that someone could just get a really, really awesome deck and just go super with it.
Right. And going into draft a little bit, draft is played a little differently. What we do is called offline draft, just so that people constantly can disconnect and they wait forever. We wanted it something a much faster pace.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it opens up a pack of 15. Then you pick, let's say, called the Haunted, and now it's a pack of 14, and then you just keep on going.
So these cards are constantly rotating, but it's being one card is being removed constantly.
Oh my gosh!
What is going on?
What the heck?
And it's
giant tour guide.
Tour guide from the underworld.
Well,
yeah. So we do have random cards like this in the office,
and
everywhere.
random people bringing them in. Holy smoke! Wow. That's such a great card, though.
That is. I do love the artwork on that card, especially.
With the January Forbidden List, I believe it's still at 2.
Oh.
So just for the FYI.
Tour guides at 2. Okay.
Anyway, let me grab these real quick, and once again, I will be making smarter picks than this, but
that's how that's exactly how I draft.
That's terrible.
That's exactly how I draft.
No, you don't want to do that. Once again, 40 cards for US, 30 for Europe.
Okay.
And once again, even if you're in US, you could play in Europe mode, and if you're in Europe, you can play as US mode. Super overkill. I know, but man, when you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! TV shows and they bring up the giant card, whew, I would love to do that someday.
We don't have a super giant Agrabah or something.
There is a giant card tournament thing that they have in. The way I segue back into Comic-Con, card business, card guys would like to also let you know, if you are at Comic-Con, but you don't have a Comic-Con ticket, you can go to the Manchester Grand Hyatt in San Diego, the Solana Beach Ballroom A and B. We'll be holding tournaments there. You do not need a Comic-Con badge to get into that.
Solana Beach?
Solana Beach Ballroom A and B. So, there you go, card guys. Little bone from their way. So, yeah. And should we do another giveaway then?
I think let's give it a little bit. Let's do a little bit more.
Stingy, nice.
Because we have a really a whopper at the end. So let's just.
That's true.
But we'll do a little bit more often. Let's say another 10 minutes.
Right. You can even select your own avatar. I'll play as Joey. If I play against other people online. And so, once again, you can play against the AI. I should have picked better if I was going to actually play this, but can you play with your friends? Definitely. Invite your friends. If you're, once again, Xbox One and Xbox Ones, PS4 and PS4s. If you have different systems, then no. But no ban list. There's actually no Forbidden Limited in draft play. They're all, so you can play with Pot of Greed and whatnot online because it is there's
another reason why you only get a maximum of 5.
Right. The only time we will actually restrict you from playing Forbidden Limited is ranked, when you make your own deck, ranked online. Other than that, just have fun. Character work to have peace and person to. Yes. So to unlock the portraits of these, you play through campaign and you'll unlock those characters' profiles. Whew. No tag battles yet. We are looking into putting that in, however. So we'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
But when it releases soon, when the game releases soon, it'll start with no tag duels, but we did concentrate on new modes, such as like Battle Pack. So. Yeah, so once again, going back into unlocks, we, once again, you play against, let's get into another duel here. This one's a tough one.
Go for it.
Well, this is the next one, but...
Okay.
Oh, man. My heart's actually beating because, like, this is like a 50-50,
Let's watch Charles crash and burn.
But, so, at this point in the story, they've already made their way into, Duelist Kingdom, the island.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm going to be zooming through the story mode. But, yeah, we definitely went back to the scripts itself.
Yeah.
And try to get as close as possible to the actual anime, or the cartoon. But with some help from 4K Media, they actually helped like clean up and like change some of this text to be a little more compact. So the whole 30-minute show that we're cutting into a cutscene. So, but you could tell there's a lot going on here. Okay. Story deck. Yeah. So once again, I'm going with the story deck, because you gotta go with the story deck, right? I mean, if you come in with your, like, my favorite Bujins against Mako Tsunami, you're gonna do really well. I'm looking for a bit of a challenge. You can notice, if you notice this red and blue platform, and you watch some early episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh!, this deck, this platform might look a little bit familiar. Let's see here. Do I go aggressive or not? You know, Mako Tsunami, once he starts getting the ball rolling, it gets really tough. So I'm going to go really aggressive right now. I mean, really, really aggressive.
Really, really aggressive.
Yeah.
I saw someone ask about release date. That's this summer.
Yep. That's what all we have for the Beaver
so
Warrior.
Pretty soon.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But if you remember, he had the. Let's see. Oh gosh, here it comes.
Wow, the background changed?
Yeah,
that's cool.
So he plays Umi. Oh boy. Well, the good thing is, like 2100, and you know what? I'm gonna go really aggressive. Oh gosh. You know, I don't want to go. I'm not gonna go too aggressive. I'm gonna just hold off on my summon skull for just a second. Yeah. But because Mako Tsunami, if he gets lucky, his deck is really crazy. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Unfortunately, we can't give you an exact release date.
Okay, that's okay. Yikes. Okay. Oh, my Beaver Warrior. Okay, good thing I kept my summon skull. So just for this occasion, I'm gonna go really aggressive. Why no 360? Well, we do have Millennium Duels out for 360.
Right
now. Yeah, when asked what I should work on next, most of the people told us PS4, Xbox One. So that was the next one we worked on, but there's still people want us to keep on going on Xbox 360 and PS3. I will definitely look into that as well. But a spoiler on this match, just in case it doesn't happen. The key to destroying Umi is the card called Attack the Moon. And if you watch the TV show, you know exactly what that means. So, spoiler.
It's very cool that there's a lot of homage to the TV show in the decks. I think that's the coolest thing in these story mode decks is just how you're recreating the TV show. You know, it feels like when it actually happens, it must feel really good to see that.
Yeah, it doesn't happen all the time, but it definitely, like, even simple touches like them bringing Mako's bringing out Umi is meant to evoke some of that feeling.
Is this game on the Xbox One? Yes.
Yes, it is. Oh crap!
Ooh, you seem like you were on easy street for a bit.
Oh boy. Well, good thing I put the horn on my summon school. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, going in for the win. All right. But if you when things are bad, he does bring out tornado wall. Tornado wall.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to attack.
Okay.
And you won't be able to hurt him. The only way to hurt him is if you destroy Umi. And the way you destroy Umi is to attack the moon.
Ah, I see.
And then once you destroy the moon, the tides recede, and Umi goes away, and you can win that way. So there's a lot of... it doesn't always happen. Like this one, unfortunately Mako Tsunami got his Fortress Whale out a little late. But there's a lot of homages to the past. And once again,
you got the Umi card?
I get his Umi, and once again, if you like someone's deck, once again you play against them a few times, and you start collecting their cards.
Very cool.
And if you like Mai's card or Joey's cards, just if you go into the the card store and use dual points, you could get Joey's cards.
You can specifically choose him, and
right.
Very cool.
And one thing is, let's say, well, I'm getting Mako's cards all the time. I actually want Yugi's cards.
Yeah.
Well, once you beat him, you can actually press the square button and do something called a reverse duel. And you could play as Mako and try to take on Yugi.
Oh, interesting.
So for all of these, you can actually play the other side. So you could play Weevil's deck if you want to.
So you can make the ultimate Great Moth, which almost got Vince last time.
So, of course, when you do that, there's no story cutscene because... Well, obviously Yugi beat Weevil in this episode, so it wouldn't make sense.
It's alternate universe, it's Bizarro world, sort of.
Right.
Yeah,
let's see if you're like, wow, that deck was cool, let me try it.
Yeah.
You can't actually just switch and play as that side.
That is so cool. So, because you won, let's do our next giveaway.
All right. Is there customer avatars? Yeah, so let me go back here. Go back to the deck edit. And you can notice, like, I have different... avatars for all of these. I could anything you've unlocked, you can actually change the avatar to whatever character you've unlocked so far. So I've unlocked a few already. So let's say I want Joey. So you could pick Joey, and it'll switch to that. And when you go online with that deck, that's the avatar you'll go with.
Oh, very cool.
This is a legal deck. I can't have too many. Let me put this in the trunk. Yep.
Okay, so next giveaway, another question. Let me place it on here.
Will the logos remain on the cards on release? Yes, that's something that some people wanted. So, just to make sure that we put in a little more to see where the art comes from.
So this is the third of 5. So we're already at the halfway point for giveaways.
Yep.
The next one will be a Twitter hashtag. So...
Oh, no, the last one will be.
The last one's going to be the Twitter hashtag? Oh, for the really big prize?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, I see how you're doing this. Okay, so... What we're doing here is we're going to be giving away this mat. Direct message me, so... get ready. This prize is
Actually, the other one.
This prize is only This prize is only available for U.S. and Canada. Sorry, Quebec is not included in that. Charles here is going to give you. I love the art on these, by the way. This one especially is awesome. So message message Konami, spelling counts. First one to get the answer correct that lives in U.S. or Canada will receive this prize. All right?
So this one, you actually saw the answer to this just a few seconds ago, or a minute ago. What is Jaden from Jaden's last name?
What is Jaden's last name? Spelling counts.
And that's message Konami. You don't have to put it in the
direct message. Right. Do not put it in chat because I won't be able to check chat. And this is another mat. Yeah. Very, very cool.
Yeah, it's one of the newer structure decks that's come out, but that's Jaden's signature.
Hold on, let me go. I just love the art on this so much. I'm just gonna look at that. That's just amazing. So first one to direct message Konami with the correct answer. Spelling counts. You live in U.S. and Canada, outside of Quebec. That's a lot to say, but
yeah. Nice. And of course, when I was showing off the different duelists, it's the answers right there. So good job, you guys. I see some people putting the right answer. So.
All right. So that's prize number 3.
Cool. Are there any plans to bring Tag Force 1, 2, 3 to the Xbox 360 or One? Wow. I'm surprised that there's the cards are really, I don't want to say old, but it's nostalgic. But
that's a nice way of saying old.
But it is a moment in time without like Shadal's like coming in and making a lot of other fusion decks. I don't want to say look bad, but
unfortunately, I don't know how to direct message via mobile, but we are having a Twitter-specific hashtag at the very end for the big prize. So if you can download Twitter on your mobile phone now, if you don't have it, get set up. I would do that now. Follow @Konami, and be ready for the end of the stream. We have a big giveaway. So
yeah, there was a question that was asked: is there a way to punish AFK? Well, there's a timer, so if they time out, they lose. So you might have to wait for the timer to go out, but you won't be waiting forever.
Yeah.
Can battle points be purchased? Not with real money, but if you play through the story campaign, you'll get a lot of points. So, the general rule is about 3 packs per duel, which is 24 cards per duel. We used to give unlock like 8 to 10, depending on how you get into a duel. Now we're giving you could get 24.
So many cards.
It's way more.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, Grandpa's is only 200 points compared to my Valentines and Bakuras and everybody else's here. But Grandpa actually holds, let's see if he gets it here. You would think his monsters, general monsters aren't so great, but like the search cards, UFO Turtle, Mystical Space Typhoons, a lot of Dark Holes.
Wow.
The last card is the rare. Yeah. He holds all the staples, the cards that are really good in lots of decks. So if you're looking for like, I got all these Lightsworn cards, but
go to Grandpa Muto.
Grandpa Muto.
You heard it here first.
Show, that guy's the man.
Yeah.
He has some great cards.
Yeah.
And
half the cost.
He's such a nice guy that
he's like, ha ha ha! I destroyed everything with my.
So Grandpa Muto, he's great. So when you first start out, hit up Grandpa Muto. He has some wonderful cards in there.
Wow, return all spells and trap cards. Wow.
His stuff is...
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and if you want all the pieces of Exodia, once again, Grandpa's the guy to go to.
All right, so recap. We've seen.
Is there a use this character's deck option? Well, so once you've beaten a particular character, and you get their deck recipe, and once you get their deck recipe, you can even sort this alphabetical by duelist, because different duelists have different decks. You can filter by the show. This is, once again, there'll be a lot more, but
you haven't unlocked everything.
This
right?
is even, this is just after a few duels in playing 5Ds. You already get 4 decks, and so all their story mode decks will unlock. And if you have the cards, you just add that in, and that's it. Also, and you can change the name of the deck if you like, and you can edit it as you see fit. And the other cool thing is, once again, Duelist Challenges has some wonderful, powerful decks. You just have to beat them once, and then once you do that, you have their deck recipe, and you could,
So you can just take that, put it in your user decks slot.
And then play that online.
That's awesome.
So, do you get the same card 50 times, or you stop getting the card after the 3rd time? You do get multiples of cards, but the way we've separated them out, it'll be a lot easier to get all 3 copies.
Yeah, it's focused. It's more focused when you get your cards now.
Yeah, we don't have the password option. We've done that. A lot of the older games have had it, but we don't really support that so much. Other Ocean, yes, the guys at Other Ocean, they've gotten a few games under their belt now, so they're constantly getting better and better. So those guys are pretty amazing.
Is there a tournament mode for this game? We did the battle?
There was Duel Arena and things like that, but
that's not the sealed deck thing.
Oh yeah, Battle Pack.
Battle Pack, yeah.
Yeah, there's ranking, but no tournaments per se.
Oh, okay.
And is there an iOS version? Currently, we have one called Duel Gen. Wow, these questions are coming really fast. A game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Generation that's out for iOS and Android. They're for tablets. Mm-hmm. And that's free to play. So if you have it, go ahead and download it.
Yeah, get it.
Forbidden Memories 2. Wow, what would that look like? Would it? I guess anything's possible, but wow. Do most people still remember Forbidden? Obviously, one guy does, but it was a good game. But wow, that's quite a while back.
Have you guys said the retail price of this game yet?
$19.99. Up, up, down, down, left, right will do nothing. I love that Konami code though. Can we get the list? It goes up to about Secret Forces, so if that's any indication. So you essentially right now, like, Necros is the last thing to join the group, I guess. Can you unban Stratos? Well, as long as you're not playing ranked, you could play as many Stratoses as you want. Of course, people realize why Stratos is so good if you have 3 of them. But you can play them if you want to. Where did you get your glasses? From the iStore? Optical Illusions in San Mateo. Oh.
Oh, well, actually, I don't remember what I ate an hour ago. So,
no. Trust me, I love the Tag Force ones too. But once again, it's BA's in this. This follows the American version, so even though cards that are not released in Japan are available on this game. So this is made mostly for our U.S. fans. I've pretty much targeted our fans for this game. So, Burning Abyss are in this game. Can we get Monster Reborn Once again, in this game you can. When it comes to like the actual card game, like the physical card game, I don't work with those guys, so you have to talk to those guys, but I have no say in that one. So, so one thing we looked into trades, but the one thing Yu-Gi-Oh! Games don't really do too much is trading. But the one thing to compensate for, to do something about that is, of course, just letting you unlock cards very quickly. Just give you lots of cards over and over again. So, hopefully people won't feel too much like, oh, I'm missing this card. Our goal was definitely to let you get to that card as quickly as possible. latest on the once again, I'm not part of the card physical card group, so I can't answer that. Will it be released in July? Well, all I can say is very soon. Yeah, it'll be soon. Just keep an eye out. We'll be showing off the game at Comic-Con once again, and you'll see that it's pretty far along. So, yeah, you'll pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah. This summer, and there's not much summer left. So,
yeah.
Well, there's a good month or so, right?
We're in California, so it's
always
summer.
Yeah, September is starting to fall into fall. Then let's say earlier than that is what we're aiming for.
Let's see.
What sort of things we can expect from the DLC? So, the one thing I mentioned were like some of the side stories, the alternate endings of GX, and things we do want to look into is Arc. There's a new show, Arc 5, that's coming out. It hasn't really hit American TV areas yet, but if you were around for the North American World Championship qualifiers, they showed a few episodes of that. So definitely want to continue telling more of the Arc 5 story as well. Is there any free-to-play Yu-Gi-Oh game? Yes, there is a game called Dual Generation out for iOS and Android tablets. So definitely.
Yeah, that one's cool because Android and iOS tablets can cross-play.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And even if you upgrade your tablet, like let's just say you're thinking of getting a new tablet at the end of this year, all the cards and stuff go with you.
Right.
So that's very, very cool. So yeah, if you can't wait to get your hands on some Yu-Gi-Oh now, just
hey Yushi, someone wants me to duel you on stream.
No. That would be terrible.
I'm telling you, there's enough tutorials in this game to help you here.
You know what I noticed compared to Millennium Duels is it seems that the actual battle phases are much faster. It seemed like there were more. I don't know if you were just skipping through it or something, but it seemed really fast.
We sped some things up. We at its core, it's still Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right.
But one of the things we actually also added, now that you mention it, is we had in Millennium Duels, you could hold the circle button and it'll auto skip the prompts.
Oh, okay.
And that's still true in this game. But if you're a pro, you gotta be really on the ball on this. But instead of, it'll actually auto skip all the prompts, and if you hold down X, it'll bring up a prompt. But you better know when you want to play a card. So the default mode will constantly tell you, hey, do you want to play a card? Do you want to play a card?
Right.
And you'd be like, oh, no, I don't. But and you can hold circle to skip them, but it'll constantly. But if you're a pro, you know when you want to do it. It will auto skip until you want to play a card.
Wow.
Yeah. And the simple is the computer will actually think about this is about a good time to play that card. You sure want to? It would actually.
That's very cool.
And it'll skip the ones that are a little extraneous. So we put in 3 different ways to auto skip the dialogue prompts.
Yeah.
It moves the game along a lot faster.
I would take simpleton settings. Yeah. Simple settings for sure.
Auto skip everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so once again, pro mode, you really got to be on the ball, because there's not a lot of a gap between when they play a monster and you're not on the ball and you're like, oh, I want to play that bottomless trap hole or some sort of trap or something, and you be a little, I don't want to say lazy about it, but you let it go, it's just going to skip for you. You got to be on the ball.
That seems very tense. That seems like it would be almost heart pounding. When it comes down to certain plays.
Right, but when I've seen what you call pros. They're really good players. They know they're almost ready for that to happen, and they're right on the ball about it.
Very cool.
But if you're a little bit less comfortable, default or even the easy mode, or that will make the game go by a lot faster. Well, there will be microtransactions. No microtransactions. There will be a few pieces of DLC. Not a whole lot. But we want to, if things go well, I definitely want to continue maybe some of the side stories in some of the shows, some of the Arc 5 stuff, the new stuff. I definitely want to get into more of that. But that's Arc 5 is still going on, even in Japan. So there's a lot of story to tell that's not that I don't even know about yet. Yeah. And yeah, of course, if we do that, we definitely want like new cards that the newest Arc 5 players play. I definitely want to see that too. So, I mean, I can't guarantee anything, but that's definitely something I want to do.
Can you live through moments you wanted to happen, like CPU versus CPU, Jaden Yugi versus Yugi Moto?
Well, Jaden versus Yugi, if you've seen how GX ends, question mark. But there is no CPU versus CPU, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you can play, once again, you could play against those characters with your own pre-made deck. So you could play as Yugi and go back or make a Yugi deck and play against Jaden or other characters. Then you could totally do that as well. Pendulums in this game, yes, there is. That's if you let's see, what should I show? So I'm going to play a user-created deck, and I'll make the pendulum deck. Let me try.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. Maybe we'll see a pendulum summon. But against Jaden.
Zane Truesdale.
Yeah. So interesting thing about the first duel between Zane and Jaden, Zane actually wins. So let's see here. I didn't get any pendulum monsters. That's a rare thing to happen. I usually get a pendulum monster in my hand, but well, let's see.
Skyscraper. I really like how the background.
Yeah, let's see. Interesting. So this is a spellcaster / warrior deck. All right, let's do it.
Last Magician.
I'm going a little too all out on this. Is there a fish? Right. So, once again, this is a sneak peek where I trying to hold back some stuff because I know people don't want too much. I don't want to spoil everything or too much for people who want everything spoiled. Not everyone has played all of the different. That's okay. He's gonna bring out Elemental Healer. He's gonna try to skyscraper, and that's not gonna work. But okay, he's gonna attack. I'm gonna Dust Tornado. That. Haha! Yes. But I'm trying to pendulum summon. I don't want to beat him straight out. Ooh, man. I had Falcon. So close. I'm just looking for one pendulum card, and I'll be golden. But anyway. Is there a character that you can run deck to help you see how you make it better? Yeah, definitely. We've looked into, once again, challenge mode is the one you'll see the most. Let me get rid of that guy here. The challenge mode will give you the most challenge when you want to try to test out a deck. But you can play any deck you want. Man, where's my warriors? Nope. You know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to pendulum. Oh my god, why am I not pulling any pendulums?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really hoping to see how the pendulum system works here.
This is not usually goes better than this, but you know what? I'm gonna grab myself a flashlight. That's part one of my
pendulum.
Yes.
Pendulum plan. Charles Charles's pendulum plan. Alright, so...
Why does this game have no music?
There's music, it's just...
Really soft, I guess.
I guess it's really soft, yeah.
There is music in this game.
Yes.
You couldn't actually turn it off, too. Since I could pull another... since I could already pull another... grab another flashlight. Because these things are very durable. But hopefully I'll get my Volcan's cannon. There's a few spellcasters that will actually let me pendulum, so... it's not going to do any damage.
You found out it was like a tiny creature.
Yeah, Jaden's like early deck. I don't say it's weak, but it's not the most powerful. So I'm trying to hold back and not defeat him before I could pendulum. But then again, let me get him close. let me get him down.
We're just gonna torture you
a little bit before we do that. Oh crap! Well, see, this is what I get for being a little too cocky. But that's okay. So pendulum monsters go to the extra deck. And you can, once you pendulum, you can bring them back out.
Oh,
is there a Japanese language? There is no Japanese language, but it is in English, French, Italian, German, Spanish.
Figs.
Yes.
Figs, as they call it.
Oh gosh, you're so close.
E-figs.
Come on.
So what are you... I'm a little lost. What are you trying to do here?
So you see these cards that are part yellow, part green?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are called pendulum cards. And oh my gosh, I've never had it so hard to pull a pendulum card. Well, I guess that happens sometimes. And if you get two of them, you could set. If you look to the left and right, there's these blue and red sections.
Yes, yes.
And you place it there, and if I get it to happen,
if we can make this happen,
right?
Jaden's luck.
Then you'll see me bring out a whole bunch of monsters. Oh, nice.
Alan asks, is there a shooting quasar dragon in this game?
There sure is.
And what's your favorite Egyptian god card?
Slifer, I guess. It's you. No one ever says raw, right? Like, even though we don't have sphere mode. Oh man.
Still no. So what I'm looking for here is for you to draw a card that's yellow on the top and green on the bottom or something.
Correct.
Something like that?
Yep. And I just need one more. And there's a whole bunch of cards in this that lets you search for one.
Yeah.
But I'm not drawing.
I'm
not drawing any of them.
Charles
for some reason. Garbage Lord, yes.
Is Chimera Tech Overdragon in this?
Chimera Tech Overdragon.
Now we're just asking you to remember all 6,000. Practically 6,691, you said?
6,691, yeah. Almost.
That's just insane.
Up to Secret Forces. It's up to Secret Forces. Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. I almost want to
destroy him and start over. Watch, it's the next turn. It's the next turn.
Oh, there goes the pretty field spell.
At this point, you're like just bullying Jaden.
Yeah, pretty much.
So sad.
Once again,
my wing's Kuriboh. I believe in you. Nope.
He has written. Oh, I actually had reinforcement army. I actually need whatchamacallit. I'm not blanking. Any smoke. I don't. Leave it to a live Twitch stream for me to not pull the card I want. But I gotta do this without killing him. I'm getting.
Yeah, it's like a new challenge. It's like a new challenge for you.
I'm getting awfully close to beating him.
Okay, it's the next card, I believe.
I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of Destiny. I actually don't know what that game is.
Okay, I was wrong.
Oh man, I got all the warriors, and I don't get any of the spellcasters. You know what? He's a spellcaster. Maybe I could down wand him and no. Oh. Will there be patches later? Well, we don't have any planned at the moment, but definitely something I would like to add more. Okay, Wonder Wand. Maybe I could draw more cards. Draw more cards. Let me get there. Come on. Equip that. And I could use its effect. Destroy it to draw 2 cards. Yes, Summoner's Art. Here we go. Now we're talking. And so I have, I need a 2, so I'll take the Focus Cannon. There's a lot in there. Is Destiny draw in the game? You mean is there cheating in the game? No, there's no Destiny draw.
Best bet. Can we use banned cards? Yes, when you're playing.
Right. Everywhere but ranked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, you can.
So I placed a card in the red arrow and the blue arrow.
Okay.
Then I could pendulum summon. And let's see, which ones do I want to bring out? So the 1, 2, I have 3 spots open. Of course, it lets you bring out every monsters with level between 2 and 7, as many as you want have as many monster slots as you have open. Yep.
That is
pretty good.
Well, I'm glad that happened for you because you were in trouble. And now you can win, finally.
Right. And going for the win. Ta-da!
Wow.
Yep.
That was just overkill.
Yep.
Jaden, don't smile. That's a fake smile. Thanks for the great duel. Yeah, that's not... He's actually sad on the inside. So much power.
So
that's epic, yes.
Yeah. So actually, you saw a trophy for, but it is not a platinum trophy for. But if you notice, this is the first time I beat him, so you actually unlock the next duel.
Right.
You get the reversal, so you could play as your opponent.
Cool.
You get Jaden's deck. You get his signature card. He actually plays Mobile Man in this one. And 2 more cards from his deck. And 1,861. That's enough for 4.5 packs. So.
Yeah, 4 packs and 1 Grandpa Muto who will give you some awesome cards.
Yeah.
Or 9 Grandpa Mutos that get really, really awesome cards.
So there's a lot of unlock after every duel.
Yeah, that's really great, especially since there's so many cards in the game. Let's see. Ooh. What time is it right now? We're going to do one more giveaway.
We have 2 things left to give away. But
yeah.
We'll
so this one is another message me. Let me... direct messages only. So, again, for those of you that came into the stream late, we are doing giveaways, so direct message Konami the answer. First person to get the correct answer, spelling counts. This is only eligible for US and Canada, but Quebec is not included in that, unfortunately.
Speaking of music, yes, we added more tracks. We have some that carried over from the previous game, but we do have more tracks as well.
Yes, I know that you can't message in the Twitch app, unfortunately. But our next prize, which is the biggest prize of all of them, is going to be through Twitter. So you can download that app now, sign up, sign in, follow @Konami, and be ready because in 20 minutes or so we're gonna do the big prize.
Ones? Yeah.
To thank all of you for joining us and to thank Charles for showing us this awesome sneak peek. All right, so let me just go webcam only and show this again a really awesome looking.
We were just playing against Zane.
There you go.
So So, a Cyber Dragon mat.
And these mats are just really awesome to look at. The artwork is just so cool.
So, we got our Cyber Dragon mat. And the question is, maybe I should ask the GX question. Oh, we did that on the previous one. So, what is the name of the main character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5?
Yes.
So,
spelling counts.
Once again, it hasn't aired yet, so you might have to look online if you haven't kept up. But what is the name of the main character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5?
Again, don't message in chat. You're not going to be eligible. Direct messages only, please. Okay.
Arc 5, not the original. Yugi Muto is the main character in the original show. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Up here.
Okay.
Looking for down here. Oh, that's correct. But once we
direct messages.
Direct message, Konami.
Yeah. That's the only way you're eligible. We'll find out if you live in the U.S. and Canada and are eligible. Then we'll message you about addresses and things like that. All that fun stuff.
Right.
So the prizes are not going to be given away today. I have to go through the messages and make sure everyone's eligible for their prize. But yeah, that'll be probably tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
And going back to Comic-Con once again, we could go back play this game at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But one thing that the card guys wanted to also present,
this is very cool.
That if you do make it to Comic-Con, there is a Comic-Con exclusive mat. Unfortunately, it is so exclusive, I cannot even give this away today.
Yes.
But this one will be available at the Konami booth at Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Right.
Can't give it away.
I can't give this away.
Can't keep it for ourselves.
Yeah, they was limited to 500. The card guy, I was like, oh, can I give that away? No, the card guy said no.
Yes.
But just let you know that something really cool. You come by Comic-Con, and once you try out the game while you're there.
Yep. What was it? The Manchester Grand Hyatt.
That's for the tournaments. We have a booth within Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, to visit the booth within Comic-Con. Oh, they're gonna have setups where you can actually test out the game.
Try out the game.
Right.
Purchase you could get a mat, limit 500.
Yep.
And yeah.
All right, so let's see. We have approximately 15 to 20 minutes left. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? We went through a lot of the cool features.
Yeah,
of this
I wonder
game.
if there's.
Is there anything you guys out there would like to see again? Because I know some of you guys joined in a little bit late.
Yeah.
Single player campaign.
The OCG exclusives are not in this game. This is a very US and Europe focused game. So we have the US-Europe exclusive cards. Yeah. And if you look at the Japan exclusive, the games like Tag Force Special, they don't have our cards. They have their own cards. So, is there unlock all cards cheat? No. Come on, man. We give you a lot, so you can do it. I believe in you guys. Guys, be at New York Comic Con. I would love to be there, but I haven't been there.
No, yeah, I would love Konami to pay for me to go anywhere. Actually, so that would be cool.
Can you have multiple decks? You can have many decks. These are all
very cool.
32 decks. And once again, you could there's a whole bunch of recipes. You can.
So after you win, you get the recipe. You can easily adjust or customize a recipe, rename it, and just go to the trunk, find cards that match it, match some of the cards in there. You can tweak it. Very, very cool stuff. Almost like in hindsight, you're like, this is kind of necessary for a game with almost 7,000 cards.
Right. But and this is the reason why you haven't seen me in so long.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone, thank Charles here. He's literally had his head at his desk, like hidden in between 3 monitors, working on working on. He's been taking all these cards, going like, okay, what card could this potentially work with? And what card, like, is this an XC summon card? Then let's attach it with all the other XC summons.
Like, if you look here, and once again, to help players out, yes, we have the Utopia cards and the card attack negation cards. But while I'm at it, I added a few more things that, like level 4 special summons cards. These monsters are particularly good at bringing out multiple level 4 monsters that helps you bring out Xyz monsters. Yeah. So let's see here. Where's level 4? Let me just filter it.
Yeah, that's what I really appreciate is that you've gone one step, you've gone beyond.
Let me filter by level. No, let's actually go to level 5's monsters. So I filter by level 5's and spellcaster. Let's say Artifact Durandal. So brings out the level 5 Artifact Durandals, and there's a few special summoning level 5's, or like Gaga Magician. You could change his level to level 5. So there's a few suggestions. There's a little bit of Charles.
So you're not just like, okay, this is a type of monster, but let's find all of the other types. You're like, no, what are cards that might also help? Like this is not
a little bit more,
a little outside the box, a little bit, like a little bit more creative in your recommendations.
So there's a little bit of like not just all artifacts because it's an artifact card, but just a little bit of touch to maybe a little few suggestions people might overlook. A little manual touch to help it out. Hopefully people will find that useful. And once again, instead of sorting through 6,000 cards, it sorts it down to like this, like 48 cards, which is a far more manageable number.
Definitely.
How many characters will be available? Well, maybe this will give you an indication. So this is all from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, actually, I didn't unlock any characters. 5Ds. So
you're
not showing everything, but you get an idea.
You get an idea. Yeah. So quite a bit, and you can customize who your avatar is when you play online.
And if you're wondering why I'm not showing everything, I want something to be a surprise when it happens.
Yeah.
So
we just want you to get a little taste.
A sneak peek.
It's coming fairly soon. We can't say an exact date, but we can say summer this year.
Yep.
Is the current aim, and it's already the start of summer. So it's coming soon. If you guys can't wait, there are Millennium Duels is out on PS3 and Xbox 360. Yep. Also, there's a free Android iOS tablet game. If you are new to the game and you want to just learn some of the rules, you can use that.
Dual generation.
Yeah, dual generations. So there's plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Yes, this summer. So we're already in summer, so you could tell it's coming soon.
Yes.
Yes. Once again, Vita version. Once again, there is a version out in Japan, but it's not been. There's no announcement of bringing it out here.
And Charles, to be fair, is not a producer for all of those things. We have different departments within the Yu-Gi-Oh brand that handle stuff like that. So it would always be great for you guys to go to the Yu-Gi-Oh Facebook page or their official Twitter and say, hey, you know what? I would love to see this or that. And a pointer. Please do not be threatening in your comments, because sometimes we do get the, if you don't do this feature, I will never buy your game again.
Please, story-based Yu-Gi-Oh games. I think this is pretty close to a story-based, as far as there are some games that lets you walk around.
Yeah.
We've done that. Always trying to do something a little bit more different, but this goes into different.
Yeah, I really like the presentation of like the characters and the conversations they have.
It will go through all the seasons.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. Will there be a physical? We don't have. It's digital only. But yeah, it will go through a lot of the memorable I guess, some of the biggest scenes in the TV show. And if we get a chance, we'll like to add more. Yeah. We worked a lot on like the pacing. There's a lot of side stories and stuff. We pick and choose which ones we want to do. Sometimes it leads to leads to other points in the story. So we pick and choose which ones we want to tell. But for the overall, we wanted to make sure that if you play the game from the beginning to the end, you will get a good gist of the actual Yu-Gi-Oh story. And if you go to Yu-Gi-Oh.com, you could actually watch those episodes. So
very cool.
The game doesn't have sleeves. I guess people want sleeves. Let me write that down. Someone in the office actually mentioned that too. So maybe that's something you could mention. Is there voice chat? There is voice chat. Most likely July or August. Let's just say soon. You won't have to wait too long. I do like packing cards too. I mean, but we will be. Well, it's at $19.99. It's far less than a $60 game.
Yes.
So that is one. You can buy cards for the extra $40 that you save. So maybe that's something for you. Are there cutscenes? There are the once again going into these. We do go through some of the storylines here. So just a little taste of what's going on. But once again, this is out of context. I usually want to tell the story from the beginning.
That's okay.
I think that's the producer side of me.
But you get an idea of how this is presented, and it's I really enjoy it.
Do all monsters have 3D animations? No, just
there's
several.
So many. There's just so many. We couldn't possibly.
Right. I mean, we had a little over a year after Millennium Duels came out, and we started pre-production on Legacy of Duelist. So you guys have a kind of a time frame on how long we've been working on it.
Yeah, and you're just like, how many monsters are there?
Yeah.
How many?
We concentrated a lot on like using the extra power to make sure like all these pendulums and all these other cards now move faster and
I noticed
smoothly.
that. Yeah.
That we use that, and we use a lot into the storytelling, a lot into battle pack. So we put a lot of effort into putting some things that you haven't quite experienced yet. That was kind of our goal. Yeah, but definitely, we'll slowly try to get more 3D animations in this as we go on, I guess.
As we continue to move forward.
What is Battle Pack mode? So, Battle Pack mode for is the sealed and draft play. So it's called Battle Pack here. Well, there's no Battle Pack in Japan. So over here in US and Europe, we have Battle Pack 1, Battle Pack 2, for the Giants, and for draft play, there's round 2 as well. Yeah.
Let's see.
Will there be Supreme King Jaden? No, it's just Jaden. I know which one you're talking about, but they want me to do a sealed draft play. Do we have enough time?
We have a couple minutes. Let's see. You can at least try a match.
Let me open one, at least. Ooh, that's not too bad. These are so good. Let me try to quickly make a deck. This. Middle ceilings 2. I wonder if I could bring him out. I might not be able to bring him out, so I'll toss that. Penguin soldiers are really good.
Because they're penguins, so obviously.
Two more cards. I like him for his high defense. Might be too hard to bring out. But I do have Snatch Steal. I do like the high defense. It gets me to my synchros. And I do have, look at all these level 4s. Wow. I might not get Buster Blader. I'll toss him too. And since right now the game's not out yet, so there's no online battle.
But you can do a single player battle, which I really personally like.
Even when your internet's down, you can
Yeah.
Play some battle pack.
Right.
And once again, informates your opponent when playing against the AI. But you can change your own avatar.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ooh, track. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, come at me, bro. I'm gonna drop a big drag on him. Come on. Bring it. Yes, do it. Attack me. Woohoo. Alright, 2400. Oh, back row. Hopefully that thing doesn't hurt me. 2400. Minus 6. That's 18. Like 3000. Yeah, I could do this. Okay. Please. Don't be bad. Don't hurt me. Good. Oh, what? Oh. Nice job, computer.
Wow.
Yeah. That hurt.
Computer's just laughing at you.
That hurt.
Look at that smug look on Informate's face.
I know, right? Is that a smile? It's supposed to be a line across his face.
Yeah.
Man. That guy.
He's just smiling at you.
1800. Nope, I don't need it. I have my slate warrior. Any question?
So, Charles, are all the decks equally balanced in difficulty, or is it like Millennium Duels with T at the start?
So, I guess for story mode, I adjusted the difficulty for the story mode deck versus story mode deck. So the goal wasn't so much for difficulty per se; it was more to be as close to feeling like the TV show.
TV show, right?
So some duels might be easier or harder, just depending.
Yeah, but the goal there was to.
That guy's annoying. You know what? We don't have too much time. I'm going for the win. This might be a big mistake, but how much time do we have left?
It's like 4 minutes or something.
Okay, I'll try my best. I'll try my best to finish this duel before.
This is your challenge. You're under the clock here.
All right.
So for those of you out there, get your Twitter app ready, or you can go to the site if you're on your desktop computer. Sign up. If you don't have a Twitter, follow @Konami. And we'll be telling you what to send out via hashtag for your automatic chance to enter this really, really big prize. Because we understand that some of you aren't able to participate in the direct message. If you're on mobile, you're not able to direct message us. So this is your chance.
Well then, let's see some Utopia. All the ore out. Oh, what's happening? So I took 2 level 4s, and I had an extra deck. So lets me create or get an Xyz monster with 2 level 4 monsters. And since we probably don't have time left, I will show you just one more thing.
Whoa. Nice.
So I think we'll end with that. And it makes a bunch of tokens. All right. Shall we go for?
Okay. So that was an awesome way to end the game portion. So let's turn off the music there. Okay. So Let me set this up real quick.
We have the. Where do we put the? Oh, here it is.
Okay, so for the last giveaway, we're gonna do a Twitter hashtag. What I want you to do is tweet what was your favorite thing, that new feature or thing you saw this stream, because we showed you a lot of stuff. We showed you card battles, battle packs. We saw a campaign. We showed
deck editors.
Deck editor sorting. Challenge mode.
But and also things you want to see. Once again, I'm always open. A lot of the features that went in were actually suggested by people in chat. So a lot of people wanted to see like, I want to follow the entire storyline. So I was like, okay, we'll definitely try to put that in.
So we'll give you the hashtag, and then you say, what you loved the most in the stream so far, feature wise or
search
part of the game.
Favorite. Thanks.
So that makes Charles really happy. But
actually,
so at
really,
random,
really happy,
at random, we will be picking one of the people with the hashtag. You have to be in the U.S. or Canada. Quebec's not included. However, even still, I would love to know what your favorite thing was, because it's kind of like it helps us determine, are we heading in the right direction? Charles feels good about himself because he's been living at his desk for the last year. So let's show this awesome prize. And this is sealed.
Right here, this is the one we're actually giving away.
Yeah, this is the sealed one. Okay, this is just a hint. Look at how you've seen the other mats, right? Let's look at this. Look at this size of this mat. Look at the size of that. Okay, so let's take a look.
You're about to see how.
So I'll help you here. Upside down. You got it upside down. So this.
Well, it's actually.
Okay.
Goes both ways. It's called a 4-player mat. We use it a lot at our demo tables, but we almost never give these away. So.
This is ultra rare.
Yeah, you don't see these very often. So yeah, but this one's been used, so we're going to give away the new one. This one's a little dirty since it's been to many conventions.
But yeah, so that's the ultra rare giveaway. That one is not available for purchase anywhere, right?
Well, this one's nice and dirty too, but this particular one.
Okay, so
but yeah, we rarely give these out.
Hashtag on Twitter. Hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Now, let us know what your favorite thing on the stream was. As long as you get that out there, you're automatically entered for your chance to win, given that you live in the U.S. and Canada, outside of Quebec. So, that's it for today. We,
If you had a good time?
Yeah. Personally, thank you very much. Charles here has put in, I'm sure there's a lot of people everywhere, but, I see Charles on a day-to-day basis, and he never leaves his desk. He is working. He's a madman. That whole smart search feature, I saw that Excel sheet, and my mind exploded, and then built itself up together again, and then exploded again.
Once again, a lot of hard work over at the people at Other Ocean as well. And,
thanks to them,
And help from Japan, help from other places. Yeah. So.
And again, Charles really listens to your feedback. So you can actually also on Twitter at InstallBase.
The hashtag is too long for me to tweet.
You can message me and give any comments. Special thanks to Charles.
Thanks for the nice words, guys. Definitely. The whole point is hopefully you guys will enjoy the game.
Yeah. So many new features. A price point that's like $20. It's like, when you see games for $60, you're getting 6,691 cards. You have storylines and all the decks that you made that feel like the show.
Definitely.
There's a basically there's a lot of love in this game, and you can try it out at Comic-Con.
Yep.
Even if you can't get into Comic-Con, there's like a ballroom that you can go
right.
to.
For if you want to, well, just try out Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
The demo will be at the booth.
Yeah.
So that will be in Comic-Con.
Yep.
But if you... Hi, on the Max. On the Max?
Unlamax.
Right. Sorry, I just saw that.
So yeah, there are trophies. How many trophies are there?
Oh gosh, sorry, I'm blanking on the exact number.
Okay, but there definitely are trophies. We saw one of them unlocked because you did something that was very anime story.
I noticed you bet's bad.
Yep. So, see, now people want you to notice that.
Oh gosh, what have I done?
Will the stream be archived? Unfortunately, not. So, you know, when the game does come out, hopefully we'll be able to stream this as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do this over and over again. We can make new decks,
show you
new cards.
I haven't shown everything, so
yeah, there's a lot to this game. So,
but for the people, you know, we were talking about like we don't want too many spoilers in our movies.
Right.
We just don't want to give away too many spoilers.
Yes.
But we showed quite a bit.
Yes. So thank you guys very much for joining us. I'll be looking at the responses for the giveaways and hopefully be messaging out to you guys soon. Thank you again, Charles.
Thank you, Ichi.
And tomorrow we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Suikoden Tactics stream. So thank you for the support on that. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific.
And a 10 for that last question.
Okay.
Thanks.